All right, so here he is, the #1 welterweight contender, getting set to challenge for the UFC's 170-pound title. Took a long winning streak in many years for him to realize this opportunity. He is not taking it lightly. He has said all here during fight week he's appreciative of this opportunity, but he is confident he is going to maximize it and leave as not just a contender, but a UFC champion. He is the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion in a division full of killers. He has remained the hunted at 170 pounds. Now, unquestionably staring at his toughest challenger to date. Can he go back home as the champion? If he can, another chapter to one of the greatest welterweight legacies the Octagon has ever seen. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. So these fighters are just a year apart with similar height and some differences in reach. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 16 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Presenting the challenger, Colby Chaos Covington. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 19 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, go back to your corners, come out fighting.
You ready?
All right, so here we are, the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. It's crazy to think that not all that long ago, mixed martial arts was not regulated in New York. When that legislation came down, the UFC came strong, and we've been omnipresent ever since.
John, we kick the door in.
Yes.
If you're gonna open, if you're gonna say you're welcome in MSG, the UFC is coming. And every time we have gone there, we have brought phenomenal fight cards and some of the biggest moments in the UFC this year.
Now, if the Knicks could just get their act together.
Knicks will never. I'm a king.
Really making good use of his reach advantage there with that punch. That's a single collar. That's a perfect scramble right there. Beautiful transition. A lot of power on display from Kamaru Usman as he lands yet again there.
Kamaru Usman showed in the Colby Covington fight, not only is he the best welterweight in the world, he may just be the toughest welterweight in the world because he went through the fire in order to retain that title.
All right, so he finally gets the takedown here. He kept on trying, stayed committed. He told us before the fight, at some point, I'm gonna be able to take him down.
Oh, watch guillotine here. Watch guillotine.
He might get a finish here. Oh, what a beautiful counter to the guillotine there. Gets side mount, and now maybe the Von Flue choke will be there. Oven St. Preux has got to like that transition there. Somehow stays in the fight. All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in the fight, what are you looking for?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off.
Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates distance and space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Final seconds. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch.
Good job, guys.
All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you will.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
All right, 5 minutes in the can. Here we go now with round two. Kamaru Usman versus Colby Covington.
That's a big strike right there.
Ooh, blocks the shot.
Look at the angle of that nice body kick.
Oh, that's a nice jab from Colby Covington. You know, it's amazing to think not all that long ago people didn't fancy him a striker. Now, looks like a fighter who can truly do it.
He stood 24 minutes with Kamaru Usman. No takedown attempts, no wrestles. Stood right in the pocket and had a lot of success in that fight against the welterweight champion.
32 total strikes have landed for Kamaru Usman. And a pretty efficient effort thus far. 62% accuracy on the strikes against Colby Covington.
He lands a switch knee.
Effective punch there. The hip toss as he takes him down. Now we'll see what he can do with it.
Right into side control.
All right, dominant position for him here. Full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
Under 3 minutes now to go in round two. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Usman's back in full mount. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter. It's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Covington. All right, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here, and this hip tosses him down. Now we'll see if he can advance position.
I mean, right into side control.
Oh, nice connection by him there with the right hand.
The right hand is the dominant hand, and you can see how well he throws it.
Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter. He loaded up on that right hand, too.
Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Covington. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground. That's very important.
Side control now. And that's the end of round number 2. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
Awesome. I love what you're doing out there. That striking is on point, okay? We knew this is where we're going to be. So let's get out there. Let's stay.
All right, here we go, DC. Our next round is underway, and he's chasing some punch stat records tonight. That was some serious volume and efficiency in the previous round.
Normally you see that in boxing, where a guy just throws so many strikes. But this man has taken it to the octagon, looking to break all the punch records before the night is over.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Ooh, what a punch.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Ooh, now he's got the tie plumb. All right, so now we are on the ground. Now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of his submissions to pop here tonight. Oh, crucifix from the top position, DC. If you're on the bottom, what are you trying to do to get out?
On the bottom, you've got to start bridging. You've got to drive your feet and your heels into the mat. Start bridging and turning side to side, hoping that one of the arms slip through the cracks so that you can try to get back to a position where you can defend yourself.
All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Usman.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Well, as we call on the numbers here, about to cross the century mark, 99 total strikes have landed for Kamaru Usman.
Wow, actually got the takedown.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Continuing to work out of the half guard. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Covington. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Waning seconds here of round number 3. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in the submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. Your good friend Mark Coleman, the godfather of the ground and pound, would be proud.
He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud with the way that he showed his ability to use his ground and pound. He didn't waste any action. He did everything he needed to do. He was able to posture. He was able to control wrist. He did everything perfectly in his approach in that ground and pound sequence.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach back inside, and try to find space.
Nice defense on the single leg takedown. You can tell he's worked on that.
Nice straight punch.
Jockeying for... Oh, and he hip tosses him to the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's going to try to control him, then find a submission.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Covington's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to...
He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Then he's out.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle.
Watch triangle, watch triangle. He needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the...
And he's out. Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top. Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one?
Oh, single collar tie here.
Nice double leg shot.
Oh, how about the slam there? That one cannot feel good. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Covington's has got full mount now. Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now, the ground and pound starts.
Covington's got his back, and this is one fighter in OAM that you don't want anywhere near your back. All right, half guard for him here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. And now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look for him to transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, there's the horn, and what a round it was. DC, take us through the replays.
Punch after punch. He landed him at will. He went right at his opponent, got in his face, and showed, this is my octagon. We are going to dance to the beat of my tune.
Next round, guys. You ready? You ready?
We have arrived at this fifth and final round. Oh, beautiful jab there. It's one thing to have length. Of course, it's another to use it effectively. Beautiful job with that jab. Takedown defense holds up.
Punch over the top.
Covington gets in the clinch. Oh, he got absolutely bludgeoned. That's as good a combination as we have seen out of him here tonight. Oh, he is up, but man, is he hurt. A finish could come here at any time. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Covington's got a bruise now starting to appear on the right side of his body.
Right hand punch from the clinch. Another
Covington gets the double leg takedown. Nice job there disguising his entry. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I haven't...
Now, the guy's attacking the triangle. He finds himself in trouble because he got a little bit lazy in the full guard.
Looks like he's trying to manipulate the head. This could be tight.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Nicely done. A lot of top pressure being applied here. 1 minute to go in the fight. "45 seconds remain in the round." Oh, excellent pressure here from top position by Usman. All right, well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, worked hard to get up again, but he looks like he's compromised. Whoa! Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman.
All right, so his welterweight greatness continues tonight, and still UFC champion. I think on nights like tonight, you're glad you don't fight at 170 pounds. This dude's a problem.
I mean, he is a problem for anybody within the weight area. If he decides to go up, he's a problem at 185. He decides to go down, he's a problem at 155. He is just that good a fighter. Congratulations to the champ on retaining his title.